Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. We'll be talking about calls to delay a target the European Union has set for the purpose of drastically reducing pesticide and fertilizer use in the farming industry, and the concerns that the EU's green farming reform could be blocked without further research. The growing pressure on the environment caused by the farming industry is undeniable. Over the past few decades, farmland bird and grassland butterfly populations have dropped by more than 30% in Europe, and around 1 in 10 native bees could be extinct in the near future due to habitat loss due to intensive agriculture. Residues of pesticides were found in more than 1 in 5 European rivers and lakes in 2020, and a biomonitoring study identified pesticide presence in the bloodstreams of nearly all those tested in 5 EU countries. At the same time, sales volumes of synthetic pesticides have remained pretty much constant, avoiding what could have been a larger decrease as it has happened with fertilizers as of late, due to gas cost and war-related supply disruptions. This has caused mixed feelings between some EU countries, like Germany, who have pushed for higher prices and caps on sales, and powerful farm unions and center-right parties that oppose such measures. It's in this context that the European Commission proposed the pesticide reform, which envisions reducing pesticide use and risks by 50%, and fertilizer use by 20% by the year of 2030. Not long after, there have been calls to stall the reform. Some states are blocking it at least until the European Commission completes a second impact study to update the concerns of food security, and they argue that the current crisis in Ukraine provides a good reason to delay making a decision. But the European Environmental Agency has fired back at excuses of delaying. They argue that food security is an issue that goes beyond immediate food supply, and that climate change and degradation of biodiversity will affect food production much more drastically the longer we take to act. The targets for EU nations under this reform are just short of ambitious, with countries like Italy having a reduction of up to 62% in pesticide used and risk aversion. But resistance from farming and agricultural organizations and governments don't stop in European capitals, as Frans Timmermans, Commissioner for the Green Deal, has been a target for criticism for his approach, or lack of it, to the problem. In a nod to such concerns, the EU did shelve part of the reform concerning the ban on pesticide usage in ecologically sensitive areas, so long as low-risk products were used instead. Despite this and the complex impacts of the Ukraine crisis on food security, the Commission declared that the various objectives around pesticide and fertilizer use reduction could not be abandoned, and advocated for a scientific and evidence-based approach in order to achieve them. To conclude then, we see the European Union being confronted with a big decision concerning the use of both pesticides and fertilizers, a decision that carries with it a great deal of pressure and considerations, two of which were covered in this video. So, what do you think? What course of action should the EU take in this matter? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.